cares about Missy? Love is an empty emotion in this black hole we call life.
There is no episode of The Fairly OddParents that garners more interest by the title alone than Season 9, Episode 13, Finding Emo. The first time that I ever heard about this episode, I thought that it was like a meme or a joke. Yeah, I knew that it had a title card and everything, but I thought it was an elaborate joke. But no, it's real. The Fairly OddParents decided to have an episode about emos in 2014. And it's the episode you guys voted for this week, so let's talk about it. Season 9 was long past the point that the Fairly OddParents lost any steam. If you don't know, this is the season that added in Sparky, the Fairly Odd Dog. I did a review of that episode forever back, and it's alright for its time if you're curious to see how people reacted to the thing as it happened. Also, because you're dying to know, how does Sparky affect this particular episode?
Hey Timmy, can you help me bury this bone and this bag of evidence? The point is, I thought it'd be fun for us to do something together. Also, I don't want the FBI to find this.
Yep, that's it. That is all of Sparky's screen time in this episode. What a very useful character addition that was absolutely worth all of the drama. Chloe has more screen time in this episode. That's only half of a joke. If you don't remember, Chloe was added in Season 10, the final episode of Fairly OddParents. But, this character is Missy. Tell me that you don't see the similarities. In this episode, Timmy is pining after this girl named Missy, because Trixie Tang doesn't exist and never did. Stop asking about Trixie Tang or God will send you to hell. It's one of the commandments. She went to the dimension of kids who improve the world by wishing that they were never born. All joking aside, this was a clear sign that Fairly OddParents had no idea what it was doing at the time with anything in its set of cards. It's one thing to add an annoying dog. It's another thing to not use said dog. It's one thing to get rid of a character. It's another thing to add a character to fulfill that exact same role. And it's an entirely different thing to have this be her one and only appearance. And that's not even mentioning that this character archetype was reused a season later. I know this is more of a grander Fairly OddParents discussion, but it overshadows pretty much anything from the later seasons. Some people like to run to the show's defense and say that the Fairly OddParents was a long runner, and a long runner show is going to add in characters and sometimes get rid of characters that they don't use anymore. You know how, like, The Simpsons got rid of Milhouse and then added in Bart's new best friend, October. What do you mean that they didn't do that? You mean that The Simpsons went on for 34 seasons and Milhouse managed to still exist, while Chester and AJ almost completely disappeared after like 6. That's really a possible thing to do, have a character for 34 seasons. Anyway, Finding Emo. I am going to hate myself more and more every single time that I say this episode's name. In order to win over not Chloe, Timmy keeps wishing to change his lifestyle. First, he wishes that he was a jock.
Not a jockey, a jock like Brandon.
Also, I should note that this is after Fairly OddParents decided to stop being funny and literate. After that, Timmy wishes that he was a sensitive guy.
How do you feel?
I feel sad and happy and scared and sad again.
You say sensitive, I say neurotic. Tomato, tomato. Do you not know what words mean? Dictionary.com is available. Then Timmy wishes to be like this kid here, which the episode takes to be emo. Like 7 minutes in. I love it when it takes halfway through the plot of an episode to get to the plot of an episode. But yeah, after all of this, we're at the main crux of the plot.
Love is an empty emotion in this black hole we call life.
What you all wanted to see. And it's kind of disappointing because we did this before. I mean, the reasoning is different, but in this episode, Timmy wishes to not care or feel about anything. Kinda like he did in Emotion Commotion. Like, considering the title of this episode, I was expecting this to be a horrendous train wreck. Something to get really angry over, something I could have made a full-fledged animated atrocities out of, like It's a Wishful Life or Lights Out. But no, Finding Emo is pretty run-of-the-mill bad, filled with all manner of the typical Fairly OddParents cliches, like the obnoxious running gag.
I was head over heels once, but that's because I walked into some weird trap in the jungle.
A few moments later.
I was nervous once, but that's because I walked into some weird trap in the jungle.
A few moments later.
Do what I did with Wanda, serenade her with a beautiful song.
A few moments later.
The song wasn't that bad.
It wasn't even about me. You wrote a song about a tractor.
Yeah, if you want to pick up girls, don't sing them country music. It doesn't work.
She thinks my tractor's sexy. It really turns her on.
And don't keep bringing it up every 3 minutes.
If you sing it long enough, she'll marry you just to shut you up.
A few moments later.
Tractor! You like a hot nuclear reactor!
A few moments later.
My song made everybody cry!
There's also this tattoo gag that's not funny.
Except this tattoo I got of Wanda's name on my back.
That says window.
A few moments later.
In fact, I even got a tattoo of her name on my back.
That says wallet.
Episodes like this actually make me wonder if the Fairly Odd Parents ever made me laugh. I mean, back in the day, it was charming and it was interesting and such. I still do like a lot of the episodes in hindsight, and I felt for its heartwarming moments. But it just got so unfunny, it makes you wonder if it was ever funny to begin with. Mr. Turner puts a bomb in Timmy's room that wasn't there before because he's got magical powers like the fairies. He also gets crushed by a car though, so it's all okay. They never rescue him, by the way. He's under that car for the rest of the episode. And of course, because the episode needs a random conflict,
The problem is Turner hasn't been making any wishes, and as a result, you two are going to be reassigned to another fairy god kid.
because fairies that don't grant wishes explode, right? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm talking about the first half of the show again. It doesn't exist. Throw it in the garbage can. We established all of these rules and all of this lore and all of this shit for nothing. It's a lot more fun to just make up Codswallop every single time to force tension. Makes a super cohesive show.
I think the real problem is there's an illiterate tattoo artist in Fairy World.
Why do fairies need tattoo artists? Don't they have magic? Never mind. I have wonderful news though. The episode's almost over. It ends with Missy kissing Timmy. But, surprise, surprise, it's revealed to be Cosmo in disguise. Yeah, we're done here. Yeah, done. I am not continuing after that. Goodbye. This episode sucks.
1, 2, 3, 4.